What's up? Are we live?
Hi, we
How goes it?
are. We are here. And we're jumping into rap shit.
All
Okay.
right. Let's see.
All right.
Kind of got my thinking cap on. So,
All right. I heard you got a new man. I see
Mm.
you taking a pic. Then you post it up thinking that it's making me sick. Burper. I see you calling. I be making it quick. I'ma answer that shit like, I don't fuck with you. Bitch, I got no feelings to go. I swear I had it up to here. I got no feelings to go. I mean, for real. Fuck how you feel. Fuck your 2 cents if it ain't going towards the bill. Yeah.
fuck your 2 cents.
Yeah.
For a second there, I thought it was like something weird, like Destiny's Child, because he was talking about bills.
Hilarious.
But they don't cuss, so it's not them.
Okay.
One more time.
You want me to read it from the top?
Mm-hmm.
I got you.
This is a rap song.
Yes, it is. Always. It's rap shit.
Okay.
Okay. I heard you got a new man. I see you taking a pic. Then you post it up, thinking that it's making me sick. Burper. I see you calling. I be making it quick. I'm gonna answer that shit like, I don't fuck with you.
I don't fuck with you. I ain't got no feelings to go.
Yeah. I had it up to here. I got no feelings to go.
I mean, for real.
Fuck how you feel. Fuck your 2 cents if it ain't going towards the bill. Yeah. And every day, I wake up celebrating shit. Why?
Let's go.
All right.
Big Sean.
Yeah. Okay. What's the song called though?
I don't like you.
No, that's not what it's called.
I don't F with you.
Yes. Okay. I thought I was gonna stump you, but you know.
That was a good one though, because that was a deep cut that you picked.
Yeah. It was the very first verse of the song.
Yeah. People only remember the chorus. Chorus or the hook? I think it's a hook more than I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at his fucking face. Smushy.
Come on, no.
That's fine. That's okay. My turn will come again, and then I will stump you the way you stumped the shit out of me.
You act like you haven't done that to me
last
before.
week. No, I don't.
Y'all
You got me. You stumped me with something that we were just ranting and raving about, and I was just.
I think you stumped me with something.
Embarrassed me. Embarrassed. But yeah, oh my gosh. Hi, you guys.
What's up?
Welcome back.
It's good.
We're so happy to see you guys.
Mostly.
Yeah, I am. I'm super happy to see you guys. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of the One Thing for Certain podcast, where I, Alia King, and my husband,
Carrot King,
we talk about all the things that married couples like to talk about. In case you weren't familiar with what that actually entailed, it is a specially curated playlist, if you will, of all of the things that we ourselves prefer to talk about. Okay. And we are just gonna share and giggle with you if you guys don't mind. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, hey friends, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Like we keep, we say this, we're going through this like back and forth thing where like, we're making suggestions and you guys are thinking about it. But for real, like if you're coming back again, stop acting like you don't like that you don't really F with us. You do. So hit subscribe. It's cool. Like admit it. Some of y'all got like, commitment issues. And we said we're married friends. And the name of the podcast is One Thing for Certain. So one thing that is for certain is that if you keep coming back here, you obviously like us. So like commit, lean in. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? We're going to walk into 2025 assured. Okay, we're going to hold each other's hand and hit that subscribe button. Amazing. I'm so glad you guys did that.
Salute to the new subscribers we got too.
100%.
We got one day I looked, it was like 51, and the next day it was like 50.
We're at 60.
60?
We're at 60 whole subscribers.
See how fast it's going?
That's crazy because I really can't name.
The last number I saw
people.
was 57. That was on like
I'm not even
Wednesday.
sure I can name all 50 states, but we got 60 subscribers, which is nuts to me.
That's like 2 third grade classrooms.
Fair.
60? Well, maybe 3.
Fair.
But
fair. No. We
inner city 1.
We talk about public school system. That's about 2. About 2 classes. For sure. But yeah, y'all, we are happy to see you guys. And without further ado, you know what we're going to get into, our current obsessions. We jumping right into it, okay? So I think I'm actually going to go first. I've been letting you go first a lot for our current obsession. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in there. So my current obsession is the Christmas break coming up, okay?
Oh, Christmas break.
Yeah, straight up. At the time of this recording, we are... What are we in the second week of December? Don't get me to line. We are officially in the second week of December. What we still working for? Like
actually, we finished the second week of December.
We are finishing the second week in December. Once this comes
digits.
out on your Monday, kicking off your work week, it will be the beginning of the third week.
Exactly.
In December. And the real question that inquiring minds want to know is why TF are we still working? What are we still...
For those in corporate America.
What are we still doing stuff for? For who? Who gonna see it? Because people are logging out, hun. They are preparing the others. The PTO has been...
People started going away?
Let me tell you something.
Already?
One of the clients that I'm currently working for, okay, they are a university. They given their staff 3 weeks. They were like, if it's not happening by the end of this week, we will see y'all in 2025. Oh, I said,
university,
can I come with you?
Yeah, because they go by the school. The school is out first week of first week of December.
Them kids is gone.
Finals, them kids is gone. Over.
They didn't have their final. They out of there.
That used to be the best time to be on campus. And the professors and the teachers,
they all piecing out to it. Really did used to be the best time to be on campus.
Man,
like
something about winter break being on campus.
It just
on our little quiet, cute, fun little gem of a school.
Oh my goodness, so perfect.
And don't let it be one of the 2 snowstorms that we had.
Oh, don't let a couple of flurries come and dust the ground. It's nice and quiet. You don't have any classes.
That first snowstorm,
all of your roommates have gone back, home with their parents, but your folks not really gonna expect you to be back in until like Christmas Eve. So you got a week or 2 in the apartment by yourself. You watching foolishness.
Yeah, I was in the dorm, man. That first semester just kind of you could just leave when you want. I think I got picked up. I think it was my following year that I had my car.
Yeah.
Or I got my car. That break.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
I had to wait on my parents to come up and get me, I think, for the first 2 years. And then, when did I get a car, Joe? My car moments were off and on in college. But yeah, man, it was a car
for Christmas, man.
Perfect. It was a perfect time. Yeah, I don't know what we still working for, and I am really looking forward to this break. What I do used to miss, like seriously, is like you said, just the ability to truly know without a shadow of a doubt that you have like a block of time in which you are not responsible for anything. Like when you were in college, I don't know about you guys, but I took full advantage of the whole I'm in school so I can't do this thing with my family.
They allowed us to as well.
I just wasn't available.
Because it didn't have to be like, we was only but an hour away. Hour and a half for you, hour for me.
And that was just far enough, honey. I'm not coming back through until 2 days before Christmas kind of thing.
Oh, that's what she was doing?
Oh, yeah. I would stay at school for as long as I could. Not because I didn't like going home, but just because like there really was no requirements of me. Like once I got past like my finals, my final critique and things like that for studio, I was...
Did you go home often? Those first couple years?
I went home enough. Like I was not home every single weekend by any means. My major wouldn't allow me to be home every single weekend, right? Like it was just too cumbersome, and I didn't have a car for like those first 2 years.
Yeah, really. I feel like that first year for me, I wasn't home at all.
I was stationed.
Yeah,
I was stationed. Like I lived at the university.
The expectation to come home every so often.
Yeah, it was low.
It
was a lot lower. I mean, y'all sent me to school to learn, right? So what would be the point of me constantly coming back and forth?
Yeah, man. Winter break when you're in school, just like K through 12, and then college. If you're fortunate to like have college on go to campus, stay on the dorm and stuff. Those years, man, it's the best.
That soft launch into life was just perfect.
Yeah, that winter break, man, is because you don't get that when you're an adult unless you work for a school. It makes sense. Mm-hmm. Working for a university system has its advantages.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
So salute to them. So they was out a week ago. Facts. I'm not bad.
The client that I'm working with now, they said, "You listen, we will catch y'all in 2025. If it ain't in my inbox by tonight, it's not." Man. We had to pull them. We said, "Hey, we need y'all back next week just for one meeting. If y'all want this stuff to, they have to.
Why?
They have to. Well, because
they're paying.
Well, not only that, the timeline that they're working with, they can't afford to take no 3 weeks off. Not on the stuff that we're working on.
Yeah.
But anywho, I digress. For those of y'all who are like essential workers or who work in warehouses,
nurses,
or delivery hospitals,
doctors,
all of that, post office people, Father God, like God bless y'all, God keep y'all, okay, and you deserve all of the rest and relaxation that you have earned through all of your hard work. We
100%.
We do not take advantage of that for a single second, but I'm ready to stop. I am. I really wouldn't mind a little snowpocalypse and that don't take much for Atlanta.
It does now because global warming and then shot everything to hell.
Well, all I need is 2 days. Just park that snow day on the end of Sunday night.
But snow days don't matter no more because we got remote work from home.
No, I will just claim that I don't have power. I swear to God, I will just claim I ain't got power. There's a down tree, and I'm texting y'all from my backup battery.
That would not
I
work
will
for me.
lie. I will lie. I don't care. Because that happens all the time. When ice gets on those phone poles, they get heavy, and sometimes they, come loose, or a tree comes down and it knocks out a phone pole. Oh, yeah, we don't have power. We don't have power. I'm so sorry. I'm going to have to take today off. 2 days? Come back
just
in.
Want 2 days?
On the that's it.
Like Thursday, Friday.
Bruh, no. I'm talking like you get to the end of Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So now we got a 4-day week. And then we come back Wednesday. We halfway through the week. I'll finish strong. I'll finish strong.
That would be a nightmare for me.
But leave me alone. Leave me be.
Oh, that'd be a nightmare.
I'm over it. The year is done. Stop with the foolishness. Stop trying to pretend. Oh, you're so important. Oh, your work is so critical that nothing can stop.
There
Shut
do
up.
be
Get
people
over
at my
yourself.
job that's still like, I was talking about, there do be people at my job that still feel like, we can get this done.
Shut up.
We can get this done. Man. But you see, for technology, it's not just but for technology, if you work in like IT or whatever, you have like break, but then you also have code freezes. So the code freezes are sometimes way before. Like if we have break, let's say the 20th or something like that, most people go away after the 20th, which is on Friday of this week that we on. The code freeze would be Monday. Like Monday coming, like a week before, 2 weeks before. With meaning code freeze.
Yeah.
Any kind of like enhancement or bug fix or anything that needs to go to like
app
production, any kind of app update, they shut all that down because they don't want to happen. Something goes in there, okay, and then everyone leaves. It breaks, and then there's nobody to fix it. So they just cut all that off.
Good.
By like
cut it off. Close the door. Shut off the lights. Cut the lights off.
All this hustling. It's like, well,
what we doing?
We can't release nothing,
bro. Nobody cares. I'm already getting automatic replies. I'm trying to tell you.
That's insane. Me too, but like people snuck it. They like took like 2 days off this week, and then took off Monday.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Folks are trying to soft launch into the end of the year. They're just like, oh, let me take a couple PTO days off from Wednesday to Friday of next week, and then take the rest of the year off. Look, y'all stop the cap, bruh. Just like let us be done with it.
We can still get this done.
No, shut up.
Come
Why?
on, now we gotta get this
Who
out.
you trying to prove this to? Bonuses have been allocated. If you didn't get your promotion, you ain't getting it till next year, Jim.
Our bonuses don't happen until like March, which is like crazy.
That is.
They don't even
wild.
think about it until January.
They said, go on and let's get into Q1 and then y'all can start talking about stuff. All right, babe, I'll let you take it. Go ahead.
All right, mine is going to be maybe short and sweet, but cool. Rhythm and Flow season finale. We talked about this a couple days, weeks ago, podcast episodes ago, when it first started. And they had the 4 finalists, Surah Ali, so I know this by heart, Surah Ali, Dre TL, Detroit Diamond, and J Ty.
Is it J Ty or Ty J? Is J Ty?
It's J Ty.
I don't know what that boy
It's J
name
Ty.
is.
The light skinned one. Come on, man. If you watch the show, you know, because I'm gonna put a picture up of this man, and you know, y'all gonna be like, "What you mean?"
There's a couple ethnicities that he could be, and I could promise you, black is not top 3.
Well, listen.
To me,
if you listen, if you watch the show and they introduce them, you know what I'm saying? This is what he's sticking by. It is what it is. So season finale,
I've
it
been
was
black my whole life. My whole life, I never had.
Come on, let her get off.
I never had the pleasure or displeasure of being mistaken for any other racial group. But let me tell you something. This racially ambiguous man here. And I don't even think it's ambiguous. The only reason why it's ambiguous is because of how he identifies or what he's presenting. And one of these things do not belong.
Listen, man. I'm taking the man at his, at his word.
I will take him at his 23andMe.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to get Rachel Dolezal out again. I'm over the shit. I'm over the bullshit. 2025, we separate. Hey, tell the truth.
God.
Make Cat Williams and them proud. Bruh, we getting to it.
Back to Kendrick.
We're not doing this anymore. Who you with?
Yeah, so Surah Ali, J Taj, Dre TL, and Detroit Diamond.
I'm so sorry.
And it was cool. It was cool. The show, we talked about the show. The show was cool. I think what my current obsession really is about is like Ludacris and like the critique. And seeing these artists kind of evolve or maybe like grow is a better word throughout the series. And so they had I think the finale, there was 2 things that they had to do. They had to do a feature, which J Taj killed.
Wow.
Dre TL killed his feature.
Wow.
I thought it was super dope because Dre TL had like an issue. He was actually, his producer was a Hitmaker.
No, that was for the final song.
Was
the feature.
The feature, you're right.
He was with
some dude that's the Dance.
No, the Dance
Yeah,
boy, the one with the burgundy cornrows.
Correct.
And I was
correct.
What in the elf is happening here?
Yeah, so they had that challenge, and then for their final challenge,
their final single
was their single.
Yeah,
that
which they were matched up with
the producer,
really famous producers in the game.
Yeah, I really enjoyed J Taj's performance.
It was great.
Detroit Diamond was cool. I was never like super into Detroit Diamond. Just comparing her to the other artists, I feel like there was a couple artists that were better than her, even from like the beginning, like Dono or Dono.
I think like if we're gonna go back to Detroit Diamond and where I feel as though she should have left the competition was during the battle rap. I feel like now she's cold, like she is a rapper, but I feel like for that competition, it was a very close battle, but I thought that Dono beat her.
Dono won,
I think the only reason why Detroit Diamond won is because she was in Detroit.
Oh.
I think she had home court advantage, and Eminem was there. And how is he not going to root for a Detroit?
But they always talk
artists.
They always were big on her too, though. Like
they really liked her. They really liked her. But if we're talking like where I feel as though the competition got a little bigger for her was in that moment, right? Like I just felt like everything else that she did after that was to me just okay. Like I can't recite to you anything that she has rapped. Now, like, there's a couple of lines from each of the other people that we're about to talk about that there is something that I remember about them, right? So that's just me. She's still a very talented artist, but in the finale, I was not surprised that she didn't win. But go ahead.
Cool performance. So that was Detroit Diamond, and then Surah Ali had a, I could see all of this stuff like with Surah Ali that I get why people are into it, or why the judges rather were like into it and stuff like that. But there's just too many, not too many. There's just a couple things about her that if she just tweaked, in my like subjective opinion, I think she would be like out of here.
Oh yeah.
But she's just so, her stage presence is just like so.
She's very she's very
like in a
restrained
box
in the way that she presents herself. She literally holds herself with one hand and holds the mic with the other hand, and she raps like this. And it's crazy. She rap like she got a tummy ache. You know what I'm saying?
And it's crazy because her final performance, her single, there was a lot happening on stage that was fire. Like she had this half moment. You know, they all did like a song transition,
like 3 singles kind of in one.
A song transition, and one of her song transitions they were doing, you know, her name is Surah Ali, so they did the Ali like Muhammad Ali, and it was like hyping her up, and she did like a wardrobe change, I believe, a little bit.
Yeah.
And that whole transition is real hype, but she not hype.
She's real like,
constricted,
chill.
And I feel like it would have been more dope if she was like more free, more open.
She's not incredibly dynamic in her movements when she's on stage. Like she really just, and it makes sense because for her style of rap, she is a very intense rapper. Like she be rapping about
it's like boom bap. That's boom bap. Our battle rap.
Yeah, rap. Real thorough New York, like concrete pavement. Everything is hard and like immovable, kind of like that's how her flow is, which is fine. So she has like a very like kind of minimalistic stage presence, but her bars be hit.
The bars and what she dressed in, that's the other thing.
Her style is crazy.
The style is crazy. Like Surah Ali is fresh, bro. She be having these racer jackets that if she popped or if somebody got a hand on her,
big Rough Rider energy.
She does.
She gives big Rough Rider energy.
She does.
Or it's DMX, bro. I think he would have loved her. I think he would have loved her. Surah Ali is nasty. She's vicious.
I mean, we saw her with Remy. If we go back a little bit, like her and Remy kind of linked to that kind of.
Oh, because she came with that energy. She walked up to each and every one of them and was rapping in their face, and they were like, "Say less." Say less. Yeah, she had it. She had it for sure. She's an awesome
unfortunately,
artist.
You know, she didn't really bow out gracefully.
Not at all.
Not even a little bit. Like she kind of crashed and burned, I would say, in that regard, just from like a sportsmanship and like she disrespected the judges.
Yeah, she basically said it.
I feel like she said it and then tried to clean it up with like it's all love and all this other stuff. But
it was weird.
It was unfortunately weird, and for a show, you know, I don't know. It'd be interesting to see how. I hope that doesn't affect her too much, but it might. And I don't know. Seeing the judges' reactions to that, I was like, dang, bro.
No, it was definitely awkward.
They felt a way about that.
DJ Khaled was like,
we showed her love.
We showed you love. Like, I'm confused, like why you came at us like that.
And once again, shout out to Lotto. Lotto is a star, bro. That girl looked at her and was like, didn't say a word.
She didn't say anything. She was just like, she just
as young as Lotto is, bro.
She just let her crash out.
Shout out
and
to
was like, all right. Ludacris laughed. He was like,
well, yeah, Ludacris.
He was like, hey, yo. You're wild. DJ Khaled did not find it amusing at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Niggas is cheaters.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what she said.
It was weird.
She got cheated. So, yeah, that's Surah Ali. And then Jay Taj, man, very consistent.
He had the best performance.
He had the best performance.
He did.
He had me, because, you know, that West Coast thing, there's a certain DNA with it, with like, you can always catch DNA. It's same thing with like D Smoke.
Yeah, you can hear it.
There's a certain like frequency that I can tap into really pretty quickly to say, oh, I like this immediately. And he, you know, the way that he puts his bars together and the production, and like
he's incredibly talented.
He's incredible.
He can rap.
Yeah, he can, man. And so to me, he had the best performance for sure.
He did, without a doubt. He had the best
by
performance
far. And he is also like, it feels like the most polished.
He is
consistent,
100%
never messed up.
Without no,
at any point,
through every single challenge.
like
he
at
never
any point.
choked. He never forgot his lines.
Nope.
He never slipped up.
Nope.
He never mumbled. He never stumbled. He always came prepared. He breezed through the challenges. Like what? And even the judges said it when they were evaluating who was going to be the winner. They were like, man, when it comes to Jay Taj, it was actually after their feature performance, which was crazy.
Oh yeah,
crazy. His feature was sick. And
came out there with no hat.
Oh, he let the baldy shine. You feel me? But yeah, they were just like, Jay Taj, he gets through these performances and it's like, yeah, what's next? Ate that. All right, next. What's up? So,
cool as a fan.
Needless to say, my only critique of Jay Taj and like his, and ultimately like what happened as far as like the judgment for who ended up winning was that I think he was graded kind of at a different scale because he was so polished.
Yes.
Because he was so, it felt like it felt like a sixth grader who was pulled to do field day with third graders. Like it was just,
which is the opposite of what they did last season.
It was just on a different level. Like he didn't need any coaching. Every single week when they gave him critiques, there was nothing to actually critique him on.
Yeah,
like
D-Smoke, same thing.
He was a whole star. He was fully packaged when he got there. The man
Turnkey.
had his own merch. That daggone like.
Oh, he did?
You didn't notice that logo he always had on, the stick in the mop or whatever like this? That was an X. He had pins. He had hats. He had a Letterman jacket. Like he literally came with. It felt like he already. If I were to look up his page, he probably had his own like team and like stylist. Like he looked like he's been managed. He looked his entire. And I told you this. I was like his appearance, his style isn't necessarily a style. It's like a uniform. Right? He wears the same thing every time. He wears his logo hat, some type of plain t-shirt, a single chain with his
shades, crazy
shades with his tattoos exposed, right? So short sleeve. Sometimes when he doesn't have on a short sleeve, he has on a jacket. It's always like either a Letterman, some type of bomber jacket, or like one of your kind of flannel stiff jean, very West Coast type of like style. He had his Chucks, whatever. It was always that. It was always that. The one time he broke character or like kind of stepped outside of himself is during the feature performance where he had on a suit, right? Which was a very nice switch up. But I say all of that to say that he knew exactly who he was going to be in this competition, which was himself, right? Yep. And he worked very hard on this image that he curated for his as a performer, right? Mm-hmm. And so with that said, it almost felt as though with Dre TL that the reason why he probably got the win, even though Jay Taj was more consistent and more experienced, is because the improvement of Dre TL from beginning to end, like where he took himself and like kind of like that diamond in the rough kind of quality, somebody that you can kind of take and really mold. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what almost edged him out, right? Like with all of Jay Taj's like almost like professionalism and perfectionism, like there was something about Dre TL that's just a bit more unrefined, but you see so much potential there, and he's incredibly talented.
This nigga's like the Tesseract. He
come on.
It's just limited. It's unlimited
no,
potential. Let's say unlimited. We can give it to him.
I feel like he could be like the Atlanta Rowdy Rich. Like he's just tiny and like he's potent. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot in that. I liked him from the moment I saw him.
Lotto said the same thing.
I liked him from the moment I saw him. Like his bars hit.
Yeah, and you talk about being memorable. Mm-hmm. I remember his song. I don't remember none of them else's songs. Nobody.
Boy, no. I like the way his voice kind of cracked when he rap. Nobody. Like
rapping like the red dude, pen and a pencil. I said.
Yeah, he be getting it. For the feature song, he was like, I may not dance, but I got a mean 16. Like, he just, there's something about him. He got that je ne sais
16
quoi.
bars. Yeah.
Like you want to root for him.
And,
you want to root for him. He's like small, and you can see all the power and the passion that he has behind his reps. Like there's something so authentic about him. Something that you can see, and you're just like, yeah, like I want to root for you.
He cool. You know,
I like him.
Obviously, I would have
him.
chose Jay Taz as a winner. But I understand why they chose. JTL.
I understand too. I do.
For all the things that you said, it's just like
Jay Taz was an obvious win, but I was happy to see JTL win. I really was. I feel like Jay Taz is gonna be
Jay
fine.
Taz is like a diamond. It's like, okay, cool. That's a nice
he's
diamond.
Good.
That's amazing.
Like
That's
anybody
is nuts.
Anybody who sees
but
him
Dre
sees
TL
the
is
quality.
like pure.
It's
energy.
He's uncut.
It's untapped.
Yes.
Like you have to go like.
You got to refine that
if
thing.
If you work with it, it'll work with you.
Oh, yeah. And he knows what he wants. Like, he understands who he is sonically, and he rises to the occasion. Like, he literally, when it comes, like, his fight or flight
is insane, bro.
His fight or flight mechanism works. You understand me? Because every time you think he finna fold.
Because he struggled those last 2 challenges.
He struggled a few challenges.
Yeah,
like he was nervous about the whole battle rapping thing.
He was.
That wasn't his strong suit. When it came to the feature stuff, he was like, "Bro, I don't dance.
And
like I'm getting in my own head,
and I can't dance, and I don't dance.
I don't know how that's gonna work."
That boy came out
and
there.
then with his final song with where he was being produced by Hitmaker, they did not see eye to eye at all. At all. Hitmaker actually left the session because they
should have did that though. Come on, Hitmaker.
It didn't surprise me in the slightest. It didn't surprise me in the slightest, little diva.
He's not a diva. Oh, well, yeah.
He's going to be a diva for some unknown artist that he was brought on.
This is for Netflix.
No, I felt as though it was an ego thing. In his mind, he was like, listen, I've been doing this for a long freaking time. Yeah. You new to this. I was invited here, bro. And if you don't want to take my direction, then you don't have to take it. I'll go. But you know, and I get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh. But at the same time, I don't know. It just felt like in his mind, there was nothing that Dre TL could do for him. But he could do everything for Dre TL. And that was the energy it was giving. And he didn't have to say much. It just felt like he was like, listen, you trying to win. I'm already here. Yeah. So you can either take my advice and do what you got to do. I'm not the one performing. I mean, my beat gonna slap regardless if you bomb or not, right? Like it's not gonna make never mind to me. But they just didn't see eye to eye. And it's a good thing that he didn't listen to him because Dre TL was right. Well, what he decided to do with the song and the intermission and where he decided for it to break, it worked. That's the part that the judges liked the most about the performance.
Well, he did end up. I think that half. I don't know. Probably the whole thing was produced by Hitmaker, but you could kind of tell that second half of that beat was something that like Hitmaker was probably trying to like give to him as like do this, like do it this way. It's fine. I feel like that's kind of where the critique kind of went, or at least that's what it felt like to me. It was like, oh, after the whole debate about the call.
Yeah, they just wanted the call to happen at the top of the song. So for those of you guys who don't know what we're talking about, Dre TL and his final performance, and Dre TL, you know, if we didn't make it clear before, he was a winner of
he won. Dre TL
Flow,
won.
And we're super happy to see it because we think he's incredibly talented and that he deserves it. Mm-hmm. So there was a point where him and Hitmaker basically did not agree on how the transitions of the song should happen. Dre TL, his mother is incarcerated, and he says anytime he hears her voice, it makes him want to go 10 times harder. Like that's what really hypes him up. He wanted that transition to happen in the middle of his performance where I forget the other guy's name who was advising him.
I don't remember.
And Hitmaker was like, nah, you should start the song with that, right? And he was just like, no, like I have a very clear vision of like how I want this to go, how I want this final performance to go. And because they couldn't see eye to eye, Dre TL bet on himself and he was like, this is going to be the most important performance of my life. And I have to go out doing it the way I see it done, not the way somebody else thinks that it should be done. And he trusted himself in it, and it was worth it in the end. But all in all, I'm really happy with the show. I know I felt it when they announced it, when they said Dre TL. I was like,
people gonna feel away.
I was like, people gonna feel the way about it because, like I said, if you're looking at the 4 performances, it is not a question that J. Taj had the best performance. But if we're going to talk about the entire trajectory of the show, even then, J. Taj has been the most consistent. If you were to give people a winner for each competition, it was J. Taj. But I just think like potential and authenticity and like je ne sais quoi and like that just little something, that really makes you remember an artist. I feel like JTL got that in spades. It's kind of like, it's the intangibles that made him edge out over J. Taj. And, you know, people can feel some type of way, and I respect it. I can see both sides 100%.
I want to see JTL get a little bit more refined so he can be, because let's all admit, I think we all are aware, some of the reason why JTL is so appealing in regards to his sound is because he does sound very similar, or I'll just say similar, plain, to Lil Baby. But there's enough differences in there that I think if he was, you know, with the right producers and he got with where he found his own kind of lane in that space,
he
would be great.
I think you're right, but I think he has his own sound. I think the way that he raps, like as in his lyrical content, is very different that of Lil Baby.
Oh, his content.
His content is very different.
Cadence and voice.
No, it's just the tone of his voice. It's just the tone and the drawl of his voice that makes him sound like yeah, they sound like they from the same place. That is how they're similar to me. But
they don't sound alike to you.
I think that if you were to put them both on a song, I'd be able to tell the difference.
That's not... Sure, you would.
I'd be able to tell the difference. But I'm not refuting the fact that when you hear him,
like, it's kind of immediate.
If you were to say, who does this person sound like to you? The first name you would name is Lil Baby.
If you put them on the same song, yes, you would know the difference. But if the song is,
you can't
far
deny
enough,
that they sound similar, for sure.
Right. If the song is far enough and you just listening with a double take ear,
sure,
and he's on a feature,
sure,
and he comes in,
yes.
Come on now.
Yes.
Like, is that Lil Baby?
Yes. Yes, that's fair. That's fair. I just think there's enough there for him, to your point, so that he can definitely carve out his own lane, without a doubt.
For sure. So yeah, that's mine.
That's your current obsession. I fuck with it. Like it was
great
dope.
show.
I really enjoyed the second season.
Hopefully it don't take 8 years for it to come back.
I hope they can get on a more
expensive though.
It looks expensive. They be producing. They produce that show.
And we need more Ludacris on stuff.
Yeah,
I need Ludacris on long form content.
Get him on more judging panels.
Ludacris talking about music. Ludacris is just
and y'all need to stop sleeping on Ludacris. Like when we talk about some of the best rappers for real, like you want to talk about somebody who had the game in a chokehold. Like literally he could do whatever he wanted to do in the industry. Like when it came to his music videos, when it came to his musical content, when it came his performances,
Chicken and Beer, classic.
He was doing really avant-garde stuff. He was really setting himself apart. Like, you know, the big head, the giant shoes.
Midget hanging on my necklace had a midget on his necklace.
Well, we can't say the M word.
That's what he said.
He did. He did, and I'm pretty sure they get bleeped nowadays. But either way, Ludacris is that guy, and I really enjoy seeing him on this format. So shout out to him. All right, babe, you got a Are We in Like Our Love?
Yeah. So
take that thing.
Are We in Like Our Love? Jamie Foxx had a Netflix special. And it is called What Happened Was, I believe. I think it's 3 words.
What had happened?
What had happened is 4 words. It's called, let me make sure I get it right. Get it right. What had happened was. You're right.
What had happened was. So that's the saying. See, what had happened was.
So basically what the special is about, he's obviously Jamie had a medical emergency. Was that this year? Or was that last year? This year.
That's a good question. No, it was
last year. I think it was last year. And so, yeah, he had a medical emergency where it felt like he was touch and go for a long time. Like
we were scared for Jamie.
Days and days, weeks and weeks and weeks and stuff like that. Then
we truly did not know what was happening with him.
And then apparently, he was okay, kind of, and then some people had saw him out and thought he was a clone and all this stuff. So this special is really just about him kind of explaining the story of like
in
what
his
happened
own
to
words,
him and what happened in terms of him getting his recovery and what got him through, and him just being happy to be. He shot the special in Atlanta. I didn't know that Atlanta was like such a big an important, significant place for him because he started his comedy career here in Atlanta. And according to him, Atlanta saved his life.
He said that throughout the entire special.
A few times.
Like a mantra.
Yep.
Like Atlanta saved my life.
Atlanta saved my life. So, it was great. He talked about all of the stuff that we was all talking about. Like, is Jamie really a clone? Did. Is Jamie,
did Diddy...
did Diddy do something?
Yeah, is Diddy the reason why he ended up in jail? Jail. In the hospital.
Yeah, did Diddy put him there and all this other stuff, and just it was just great because you get to see Jamie is incredible. Jamie's incredible.
He is probably the most talented multi-hyphenate you will ever see in your life.
Yeah.
The comedian, actor, singer, songwriter.
The only thing that Jamie can't do is dance. That's it.
Yeah,
he can do everything else. And so he showcased all that stuff.
Yeah, he did.
It is so, first of all, incredible storyteller. So off that, on top of everything else,
it's one of his greatest
Jamie
gifts.
He's an incredible storyteller. He's one of our
really knows how to set the stage. He knows how to bring you in.
And
he's an artist that makes you lean in for sure.
For sure. So he's telling his story, and it was cool. So, did you like it or love it?
You know what? I liked it.
Ooh.
I did.
I loved it.
I did. I have to say I like it.
Watch it again.
I will. Here's the thing. I like it, and I will watch it again, and maybe it'll become a love, because for me, when I think of a comedy special, it is a very straightforward format. It's a person in a leather suit. Okay,
but I don't know if it was considered.
I understand. I'm getting to it. Like, a person standing there, right, with a microphone, corded or non-corded, a stool, a leather outfit is a must. He did have on leather. They always have on leather. It's usually so black. Heavy. It's so peculiar. Maybe it's to hide the sweat stains because they be up there performing, right? Especially if you are a very physical.
Kevin did a special in a hoodie. Fire.
Eventually he got to a point where he was just doing it in a hoodie, but his first couple of specials, all black, leather.
Yeah.
Because that's like the comedy uniform.
Shout out to Eddie.
Word. But yeah, I'm used to that format: a stool, a bottle of water, a crowd, boom, right? Jamie's special felt more like a Broadway one-man show. Right, in the sense that it was part song, part call and response, part comedy show, part storytelling, right? The only other person who I feel like does a really good job, part concert, part dance party, right? Part like therapy session, frankly, like. It was incredibly multi-layered. Like, it was like a blooming onion, right? There was a lot of things happening.
You can watch it in segments.
You can watch it in completely different segments and feel like you're watching different specials, right? Which I think is incredibly brilliant. It's only a like for me because I guess my expectation walking into it, I'm thinking I'm about to get a 60 minutes worth of just side-splitting laughter, right? And there was a couple of times there where I'm like, wait, am I tearing up? Like, what's happening right now? He took you on a roller coaster. He really did. Parts where I'm literally like, ha, Jamie, you stupid. That's funny for real. Yeah. And then parts where like literally my jaw is like on the floor because I can't believe the story that he's telling. That man
say he can remember 20 days.
20 days of his own life gone. He don't remember none of it.
That's a work month. 5 times.
That's February. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally almost a whole month of February, less a week. Like, it's wild. That's 2.5 weeks of just gone.
Nuts.
No recollection whatsoever. And he walks you through the whole story in his own words and his own media and through all his talents. He even did impersonations, which is also one of his, strong suits. It was just incredible. It was incredible in its formatting. It was incredible in the way that like the story was being told. It was only a like for me because I came in with different expectations. So I feel like if I watch it again with a different lens, it would probably hit different. Also because, another expectation of mine is I'm coming in and I'm here just for laughs. There were parts where he was very serious. There were parts where he was because I didn't understand the format that I was walking into, there were parts that felt like he was acting. And because Jamie is such an incredible actor, I'm like, is he having an emotional moment or is he enacting an emotional moment to convey the story of where he is in the trajectory of the place he's trying to take us, right? Like he's taking us on the journey. He is the navigator of that journey. So he knows where he's supposed to get quiet, where he's supposed to get serious, where he's supposed to get somber, where he's supposed to feel emotional. So I'm reading that as I'm going through the special and I'm trying to figure out, like, is this a genuine moment where he's like getting choked up or is this a part of the performance? That's why I'm saying it felt like a one-man show. Like there were parts of it that were obviously scripted, right? And there are other parts
it
of
definitely had like a format.
Yeah, it had a format. And because I wasn't
loose.
aware of the format, there were parts of it that because I wasn't aware of the format felt forced. In my head, I'm like, wait, what's happening right now? Oh, there's a piano. Oh, okay, now we're in a song. Okay, now we're going back to a comedy special. Okay, so just because I came in there with a certain perception, it was harder for me to appreciate everything that was happening. But again, I feel like if I watch it back again, that it would be potentially a love. Isn't it already nominated for like an Emmy or something?
It is. I think for me, I love it because it felt so. My perspective is a little different. Jamie, I think this is Jamie's second special. I think his first special is that iconic one where he sings "Fuck You" at the piano. Yep, with the.
Yeah, so it's probably on brand for him. This is probably exactly the way he does specials.
Yeah, but again, only two. The other thing too is this was not a tour and then he did a special.
Right,
this was a one night
show.
only in Atlanta.
That's right.
And so there's a little bit of like ad-libbing that's happening. At least it felt like everything wasn't necessarily planned out and it was intentional that it wasn't.
Okay.
And Jamie's the best at that. In the music part of
he's incredible at
he made up an entire song that was phenomenal at the end. I couldn't believe it. And it wasn't even nothing more than God is good all the time. God is good. It was incredible. And so I loved it. I loved him going in and out of him like singing and stuff because that's what I was concerned about when he died. Not for nothing, like, obviously for his health and stuff because Jamie seems like a good guy.
Yeah.
But that voice.
Wow. Wow.
I said, oh no. And that type of stuff.
He can sing for real.
Yeah, it freaks me out because like you think about like a Whitney Houston and it's like, damn, when was the last time we heard, what was the last time we heard Whitney sing? And then a couple weeks ago, I went into a Luther Vandross rabbit hole and then there was I wanted to know like, cause that's a voice too. I was like, when was the last time you heard Luther live before he passed?
Yeah.
And sure enough, there was like an award show that I think he got honored at because I think it was right after he had like a stroke or something.
Oh my God.
And they had a video recording of him and he sung.
Stop.
And that was he sung just a little bit. Jesus. And he still had his voice.
'Cause that's Luther, baby.
And that was that's it. That's all. That's God. The last. And I was like, damn, when was is the last time we gonna see Jay? And so to hear his voice, which it didn't.
After all that time,
after all that time and all of this,
not seeing him,
I was just like,
to get his voice and to hear, and to hear that it's still. It's still hit.
The mic is on.
The mic is on for real.
He had the piano.
He sure did.
All that stuff. So I enjoy it because I enjoy Jamie, man. It was
incredibly personal. You can tell it was a labor of love.
Intimate.
Very intimate venue. It was, I think he's just a remarkable talent.
Yeah, man.
And we lucky that he's still here.
Facts.
For sure.
Facts.
We are lucky he's still here. And he feels lucky that he's still here, which is such a blessing. Yeah. That was probably the best part of the entire special. He kept reiterating how happy he was to still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Because he really didn't think that he was going to make it. And that's wild.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It was fire.
All right. Do you want to do bad opinions? Am I tripping?
Let's do an am I tripping. I ain't gonna lie. I like these am I trippings. These little scenarios be wild.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Dang, of course I picked a super long one. So I paid a teenage family member to babysit my youngest children for we did this one. Yep.
Oh no.
It was okay. Really? We've done that one before. Let's see. It was bound to happen. Okay. All right. So, am I tripping? We invited our friends to a double date at a fancy, expensive restaurant, and they showed up with their toddler. As much as I love their kid, I think it was totally inappropriate to bring their kid without warning, especially to a place that is obviously not meant for children dinners. Children diners. Am I tripping? Do I need to read it again?
Basically,
they bought a friend couple invited their other friend.
They were having a double date.
They were having a double date at a really nice restaurant.
Yeah.
They were like, let's go to Nobu or whatever. And without warning and without letting them know,
a 2.5-year-old.
Here comes a toddler ready to fuck shit up. He is ready to rumble, baby.
Yeah.
Are they tripping?
No, but I understand.
I fucking get it.
I get it. As soon as I saw that baby, I said, "Oh, they had a day." Immediately. Because anyone who would still come to a date with and come with the kid instead of cancel, they really
needed this date.
That day.
They really needed to get out and feel like humans.
They did not want to cancel on at last minute on something that I'm sure that y'all planned. Y'all said it was fancy.
It's real
I'm sure,
cute.
It was something they was looking forward to.
Our sitter bailed. Our grandma or Nana did not, let us know that she wasn't available, and we got stuck with the kids.
Now that's not none of your business. You just see the 2-year-old coming full steam ahead. I understand.
My thing is, I passed the baby. Pass that baby.
They wasn't expecting the baby to be there.
Listen,
that's you not having an attitude. They got an attitude.
They do have an attitude, but to your point, if you see your friends come in and they're holding that toddler's hand and they didn't let you know. Sure, it was inconsiderate that they didn't let you know. They could have at least hit you with we still got the kid. Like, is that going to be a problem or whatever?
They might not even had time.
They may not have even had time to do that. But
when you have young kids, bro,
sometimes shit just jump off,
and you don't want to. You just trying to get out the house.
You just, oh God.
They could have called you. Yes,
they could have let you know. They could have let you know that a little kid was coming. Y'all could have, because if the child starts having a meltdown, or if they see something,
95% possible.
100%, 100%, or just start clacking, the silverware against a really nice china. It can get a little embarrassing, especially if you got to take them over to the bathroom. Maybe it's time you got to change their diaper. You got to come out the booth. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. It's cumbersome. But to be real, if that's your homie, if that's your friend, pass that baby. Come here, Snookums. Come and lay on my chest or lay across the lap. The four of y'all could take that baby. 4 adults and 1 baby. Yeah. Figure it out. Come on.
It be like that.
Lean in. Man. Come on, y'all. You a part of the village, ain't you?
Did they say good friends or like just friends? Is there an adjective?
No, just we invited our friends to a double date at a fancy, expensive restaurant. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna put ourselves in this situation. There's only 3 couple friends that we would invite out to a fancy restaurant, right? Of those couple friends, 2 of them have kids or will have a kid.
Okay.
And if they showed up to some place that we were planning to like rock out at or whatever, a cute little vibe that we was planning, to hang out, and they came with the little one, I'd understand.
I get it immediately.
I'd
The
understand.
fact that they didn't call me is not a.
If they
It's
my
not a.
partner, yeah.
Yeah,
Come
I
on.
don't take that as like a
Give me that
slight.
baby.
Cause it's babies,
Come
bro.
here.
You gotta understand, bro. People, you know, and especially if it's their first one, or you know, it's
Ugh.
like, damn, they don't have.
It's hard.
It's hard.
It's really tough. It's difficult. So you just gotta give them grace. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the babies.
Yeah.
Out, Rolo. Speaking of babies, Rolo, we're still shooting. Okay, we need you to take a seat. All right. Thank you, boo boo. Down. All right. I'll see you later. Puddin'.
All right, bad opinions.
Let's go ahead and hit a bad opinion.
Hitting them with the games.
You go for it.
The most overrated place you have ever traveled to.
The most overrated place I've ever traveled to.
That's a very interesting one. I got to think about that.
Ooh, overrated.
I think I have one. You know, I'm trying to remember. Most overrated place.
I don't know. I have really enjoyed all of the places that we've traveled to. You go ahead.
Well, so don't think of it maybe as like a new city or a country or something like that. Think of it like any place.
Okay.
For example.
Okay.
We live in Georgia. Whitewaters, is it? By Southern Poly?
Oh, I've never been.
Six Flags over Whitewaters or Whitewaters over whatever.
Yeah.
Not Six Flags. Six Flags by West Georgia.
No,
is
like
incredible.
Whitewater.
I'm talking about Whitewater, the water park.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't see all the hubbub, bubbaloo.
Okay. I was thinking more so like places, like countries that we've traveled to. Greece was everything that she said she was. So check. Okay. Spain, everything that she said she was. Check. Portugal. What? I'm a baddie. Always have been. Yes.
Overrated. Paris.
I mean, we were only in Paris for like 24 hours. And so it was great. I mean, we saw the Eiffel Tower, you know, and we kind of drove around the city, and it was pretty impressive. I was blown away by how large the Eiffel Tower actually is. Yeah, that shit is massive. Yeah, it's huge. Like, it's a city block.
It is.
Like, at the base, and it is tall. I don't know. There's really no place that I've been to that I felt like, what's all the, okay, this is going to be silly, right? But movie theaters that serve dinner, overrated.
Overrated place.
Overrated. You
overrated
okay.
Place.
You order
done
the
it
food.
a few times too.
I've done it a couple of times at a couple of different places. All boo boo.
It's trash.
All trash. All trash. Whoever thought to
driest chicken tenders you'd ever have.
Whoever thought to themselves,
$20.
We're going to serve you dinner in the dark. Because when you think of dinner and a movie, okay, dinner and then a movie, or movie and then a dinner, right? Sounds like a good time, nice festivities. Someone said, what if we just put these two together like Tex-Mex, right? Obviously, it makes sense.
On paper.
And
at the house.
But in practice, boo-boo.
Well,
you're paying entirely too much money. Everything is incredibly overpriced.
Like I said, driest chicken tenders you ever have for $20.
It's not as good as you would hope it would be. I don't care if you're getting a quesadilla. I don't care if you're getting a cheeseburger. I don't care if you're getting a chicken sandwich. I don't care if you're getting the salmon and wild rice. It's
boneless
all
wings
not good. It's not going to be as good as you hope it's going to be, right? And then they bringing it to you in the middle of your movie, so you got people saying, excuse me, trying to see whose order they have in the dark.
Yeah, and you could say, oh, just order your food in advance and have it when you start.
It always takes too long. It's always too expensive. It never tastes that good, and then it's inconvenient to eat. So yeah, it's that whole experience is overrated. Probably the only thing that makes sense is like, instead of doing like, it's the reason why popcorn, candy, and sodas have been the staple food item for movie theaters forever. You don't need to look at it. It's quick. It all tastes the same. You can streamline the quality of the popcorn. All you have to do is not burn it and make sure it's drowned in butter. That's it.
That's it.
That's the only thing. Butter, salt, corn. Done. Profit margins are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sodas, give them the syrup. Give it to them. Boxes of candy, they came like that. Then we don't got to do nothing for nothing. Now you got cooks. Now you got inventory and staff. And
yeah, they be trying to get fancy because they be having like flatbread, pizza.
What you need flatbread for?
You know,
stop.
I'm gonna keep bringing up these
the most you should do is a pizza and a
tenders.
nacho. That's as
Nachos is fire.
pizza, nacho, glizzy. That's as zesty as you want to get.
Glizzy.
That's as zesty as you
Hot
want to
dog.
get. Maybe a chicken tender.
No, don't get chicken.
French fries. You can never go wrong with French fries.
Someone in the comments tell me what movie theater they went to where they ordered chicken tenders and it was good. It don't exist. It don't exist.
Yeah, them things are rocks.
It's not possible.
It's crunchy. You are getting just the flour.
That's it, bro.
It's very irritating.
They got them chicken tenders from Walmart.
They did. They are not Tyson.
No, I don't think so.
They are not Tyson. Yeah, the dinner and the movie.
I do think that there's
trash.
a way to make it better though. It's two things. One, better food quality.
Yes.
Two, redesign. Add like little you an interior designer, so this is probably just little lamp. What you call it? Little.
Give us like a little table lamp. Give us a little low level little scone situation. The ones at the restaurant.
Like have it be like,
you know
a
what
little,
I'm saying? Give me a little
right
task lamp.
Yeah.
Something that the shade on it is constantly pointing down, so you're not getting any glare or anything like that. Or just have the lights on low. Cause complete blackout. You know when they do the half lights and then the full lights when they're getting you to exit. Something
you can even like creatively light up the little table or something. Just some just a little bit of light, bro, or something like that.
Or make the seats make the eating situation bigger. You'll be able to fit less people in there. It's the profit margins are not making sense. You got too much
but better
stuff.
Quality, higher price.
I mean, it's already too high. Yeah. Because if you raise the prices any higher, I'm expecting to see a steak. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You will turn around and get, like I said, if you get a chicken breast with whipped potatoes and greens, that meal, that basic ass meal, Martha Stewart meal, is finna be $50. Okay, the only thing that should make sense is if y'all go ahead and get Fat Tuesdays in movie theaters to have a merging of the minds, because we should have drunken slushies in a movie.
Yeah, I think they some movie theaters have bars.
They have bars, but let's get straight to the Fat Tuesday. Let's go straight to the Wet Willy type of energy. Let me see them little spinning things with all the alcohol.
That's what the movie theaters need to lean in on. They need to bring in the alcohols. Bring in the alcohols.
Come on,
because that's a vibe.
That is a vibe.
And then get little wings in it. Y'all gotta have everything.
You gotta do everything.
Alcohol and wings. Boom.
Fries. Daiquiris. Hello.
That's it. That's a business
plan right there.
That's all you need to watch.
That's an LLC now.
Freaking Despicable Me 8.
Let's go.
You don't need nothing else.
What you need anything else for that for? You don't.
If I'm about to watch Rush Hour 6, all I need is wings, that slushy, and some fries.
And yucks. Yeah. I can't manage much more than a fistful of French fries in a flat. Okay, and wash it down with my
flats are perfect for movies.
Aren't they just?
I don't care either way. I'm not like y'all. You know, it's like Democrats and Republicans.
Blue hurricane slushy. Come on now.
Damn, I want to go there now.
A little Sex on the Beach slushy.
Go to the Battery real quick. What time is it?
Hey, if you down, I'm down. Oh, responsibilities. Dang it. You might just have to make a little drink after this. Then
it's not the same.
We'll make it rock. We'll get zesty. All right, y'all. Well, if y'all haven't noticed, we obviously ready to get.
Did we do it? I don't know if we did it.
I think so. I think
sure?
we did it. It's gonna have to be because I'm stood. I'm stood.
You don't want to do one more.
You want to do one more?
Yeah, just a good measure.
You lucky I ain't start doing my outro, because once the outro start hitting,
I know. Something you spend too much money on that people should judge you for. Oh, that's easy for me.
Technology?
Well, that was another good answer, but I was gonna say sneakers.
I don't feel like you spend too much money on sneakers.
I don't. There was 1 year though.
You were out of pocket. Boxes was just coming to the house.
It was 1 year.
Said, what's happening?
I think it was at my mama's house that year.
Furniture that people would judge me on.
Oh yeah.
No, there are certain things.
Because people don't know how much furniture costs.
People do not understand. Let me tell you something about you Havertys and rooms to go ladies, okay?
Don't diss them.
Come on.
Oh, they're not going to our house?
No.
And what's the other place?
Step your pussy up, okay?
Restoration Hardware?
Restoration Hardware. Crate and Barrel. Pottery Barn. West Elm.
CB2.
CB2. You know what I'm saying? Get at me. Like, step it up, y'all. Your home is your space. It's your safe haven. Get into, I don't care if you even have to go on Wayfair, because every now and again they have something. Like Wayfair has a lot of different branches. What is it called? All Modern, Joss and Main, you know, where is it? Perigold, all of these other like when you start to get to Burke Decor, okay, get into your Burke Decor bag. Listen, invest in good furniture. Invest in good furniture. If you have it for a long time, it will not feel like you're sinking thousands of dollars into this one item. See, y'all used to washing and going with y'all furniture. Y'all used to having hand-me-down stuff that, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing.
Don't say y'all.
Yeah. Y'all know, because people think they have better style than they do.
But you don't,
they do. You guys think you have better style than you do.
You know what I'm saying?
If I were to ask right now in the comment section.
Where you are in your life, right?
Yes, it is about where you are in your life. If you're still an IKEA girly, if that's where you're at, if that's what you can afford, if you balling out of control on a budget in Target, in the Target homes, if you still at Home Goods, if you still at home, you know what I'm saying? I'm with you. Like, I get it. But when people look at what things cost, like, for instance, if you guys like these armchairs that we sit in, no, I'm not going to say it, but if you guys like these armchairs that we're sitting in, just in the comment section, let me know how much you think they cost. Let me know how much you think they cost. And you're probably wrong. You're probably wrong. But I promise you I'll have it forever. I promise you these chairs ain't going no motherfucking where.
No, they fine. These chairs are fine.
And they comfortable.
Yes, they
and
are.
They're the perfect height. Like, 10 out of 10 will recommend. It's an investment. There's just certain things that I'm not going to apologize for when it comes to like the spaces that I dictate. When it comes to my home, it is going to look exactly and feel exactly how I want, how I like. And I'll wait a couple of months. I'll wait a year before I buy an item, but I'm going to get what I want. I'm not going to use no hand-me-down stuff. It'll stay blank. That wall right there will stay blank until it gets exactly what I want on it. And when I get it, it's going to be fly. And everybody's going to ask, oh my God, where did you get this? This is so cute. Anytime they walk into the space, this is cute. It wasn't by accident. And it wasn't cheap.
Yeah, I think.
I said what I said.
I think maybe only some people might judge for this, but like, maybe not necessarily where we travel to, because everybody wants to travel nowadays, so that's fine.
I ain't mad at it.
But taking the higher end airlines instead of like your Spirits or your Frontiers and stuff like that. Like, I feel like sometimes there's some judgment on that too. It's like, you always gonna fly on Delta?
Yes.
It's like, yeah, because they flights don't cancel as often. There was a moment earlier this year where they were going through it. No, because of a technology thing went to shit. Man, I'm so nervous about that.
It was really bad.
It was bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay on Delta as much as I can, because
I actually want to get snobbier about it. I want to be one of the girlies that's like, yeah, I only travel Delta Comfort. Like,
that's yeah.
It's expensive.
It's expensive sometimes, and some people.
Delta Comfort it up.
I haven't, we ain't necessarily all the way there yet, for sure. But stuff like that, like your travel is like, oh, you really gonna pay for that card to go to Delta Sky Club? It's like,
yeah.
It's so convenient. I was that person. I didn't realize how convenient it was. I didn't understand the value.
I thought it was stupid. I thought it was a complete waste of money.
Dumb. But you go in there, man, and you sit down and you just,
after your second margarita.
Okay, so boom. Okay, let me be honest with y'all. So when you travel, again, we live in Georgia. Go to the airport. By the time you decide that you go in there, you go past TSA, and you got an hour and a half, you say, I'm gonna get me something to eat. You gonna go, if you don't go to Chick-fil-A or any of the main franchises,
or Popeyes,
even if you go to the Applebee's or one of those little restaurants in there where they can give you some wings and a Sprite and a drink,
how much you gonna spend?
You gonna spend like $50.
Spend $50,
right?
You are going to spend $50.
Yeah. So if you add that up, going to the Sky Club, you get the drink free.
You get a couple of drinks.
You get as many drinks as you want free.
As many as you want.
You can get your coffee in there. You get your tea in there. You get,
You have food, actual food.
Got actual
that
food.
They give
Is it
you.
Always great food? Not necessarily.
But it's food nonetheless, and you was hungry.
It's still food.
For sure.
You know, it's at least $50.
They're going to at least have a salad and a roll for you at the minimum.
And sweets.
Yes, there's always a cookie. There's always a brownie.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's always some carbs you can, stack up on you. A couple of rolls. Okay, a sandwich.
I think people might be a little judgy on that, which I understand because it's like it is sometimes
it's a premium. It's definitely a luxury. Like, let's not act like it isn't, but it pays for itself. I think it does. I think it does. So I'm mad at it. Put in the comments below something that you pay entirely too much money for that you think people will judge you on, but you're gonna stand on it.
Yeah,
you gonna stand on it.
Stand on it
because you're grown.
I'm curious,
and it's your money. Okay.
I'm curious.
Okay, now we did it.
I think we did it.
All right, y'all. If y'all still with us, congratulations. Shout out to you, okay?
Shout out to the new subscribers,
Welcome. We're so appreciative to have y'all. Yes. Tell them to come on through, okay? Follow us on all of the things.
Y'all scared me last week, boy. I was like, I looked up, I was like, why we at 57? And now you telling me we at 60. I'm like, what the That's nuts. So
run it up. Keep running it up. Tell a friend and tell a friend. Okay, we're gonna get it out the mud, homegrown. No bots, no algorithms, no promotions. We doing this grassroots. You feel us?
Boy.
You know what I'm saying? Call us the Sanders, like Bernie Sanders. Yeah. So follow us on all of the things: Instagram, obviously YouTube, Spotify. Find us on TikTok. The One Thing for Certain pod, on all of the things. And as always, you guys, no matter where you go after this, make sure you go with God.
Go with God.
It's the One Thing for Certain podcast, people. Peace.
Deuces.